In this video, I'm going to show you a trick that will help you solve an issue that plumbers have to address all the time. There is one principle that every plumber knows, either because he's learned it or he's had to find out the hard way. When you have humidity or water in a pipe, you can't solder. Lead tin solder is incompatible with humidity. If I wanted to put this fitting on this pipe and it's dripping with water, when I heat it up with the torch, the water will boil and start to splutter all over, creating vapor, pressurized vapor, and that vapor and water in there will find its way onto the pipe surfaces and the surfaces of the fitting, wetting those surfaces, wetting those places where solder should be, where solder should flow, bonding the pieces. As there is humidity there will be no bonding, the solder will fail, and sooner or later there will be a leak. Solder won't adhere to surfaces that have water or oxides on them. So, the first thing we must do is eliminate any humidity or water from this length of pipe. Sometimes just opening a faucet will stop the dripping, letting us solder. If we have a stop valve over here, before this end, we can dismantle the stop valve and blow through the piping, dislodging most of the water. If there is no stop valve, we can suck or siphon the water out with a plastic tube, pushing it in as far as possible. We suck and spit and eliminate all water we can reach in the length of piping. But what happens if the main stop valve of the house is the only cutoff valve for this section, and it fails, producing a non-stop dripping? So, while we work here, water keeps seeping in, drop by drop, throughout the piping, and comes out here, drop by drop. We can put our little tube in there, take all the water out, and hope we have enough time to prepare the surfaces, put on the flux, and solder before the water reaches heat and starts vaporizing and spluttering. If the amount of dripping coming through the stop valve is very high, siphoning won't work. We might get all the water out, but it will fill up again before we finish soldering. In this kind of situation, our only option is fixing the stop valve. If that stop valve belongs to the water company, you might have to wait for hours or days for that company to fix it. And we have to wait all that time to solder the pipe. We might try to repair it ourselves, but if you can't reduce the water pressure coming into your house, you will have an impossible task. The other option you'll have is a trick created by the old Roman plumber Dixonius Plumbarius, the smart plumber. Now, one thing at a time. Before applying this technique, we have to clean this part very well, even if it's wet. We must prepare the end of the pipe to receive the fitting. Our tool or our sandpaper will get wet, but it doesn't matter. The thing is doing as much cleaning as possible so we can save time. Second, we prepare all the other pieces, pipes and fittings, cleaning them with sandpaper and applying flux, leaving them ready to connect and quickly solder. Once we have all this ready, then we prepare the trick. But before I show you the trick, I'll apply the torch here so you can see what happens if we don't get the water out of there, or if once we remove the water, it starts filling up again, bringing humidity to the end of the pipe. If you notice, the water is spluttering there because it is starting to boil. And if I increase the heat, it splutters more. This inevitably will wet the whole fitting and all the pipe. The water will boil, create vapour, and condenses water again, all in an atmosphere impossible for soldering. But, aha! One of the most important tools a plumber must have in his toolbox. A piece of bread. It can be any kind of bread, white, black, French, or Chinese, whichever. The important thing, it must have soft crumbs, not crust or seeds. We take a handful of crumbs and knead it as dough. Forming a ball of tough dough. With everything ready, we put the flexible tube into the pipe, as far in as we can, to siphon out as much water as possible, giving us more time to work in a dry environment. As this is just for demonstration purposes, I won't go too far in. Then we quickly dry the pipe. Even a small length on the inside, because any vapor produced can soften the dough we'll have in there. We dry carefully. We sandpaper again, but not too much, thanks to the preparing we had done before. We apply flux at will, covering the pipe well. And we join the pieces we will solder. Everything fits well, so now is the moment to push our dough into the pipe. A good amount, creating a strong plug not easily displaced or bypassed by the water which is starting to come in, drop by drop. Without force, but as soon as the pipe fills up, it will start building pressure and disintegrating the dough, the bread. We clean any dough residues, clean again, and apply flux again wherever it has touched by dough. We join the new tubing in the right position. We must heat all the fitting with a torch. A uniform temperature so we can get the solder in all joints. We put solder here, here and there. Now, as this is only for demonstration purposes, I didn't put any flux in the top joint, so there the solder didn't flow very well. But if now we disassemble the joint, I'll show you how the solder turned out and what happened to the dough in the pipe. So let's bring the camera over here so we can see. Down below we can see, further down please, the dough looks intact, not burnt. The pipe perfectly covered with solder underneath, on top and on the sides. So now you know how to solder a pipe when it has water in it and you can't stop it coming. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell and share the link. See you around. Bye bye.